Welcome to my scrap Rolodex card a week. You saw me show my 1980-ish Rolodex. This was actually my husband's, and from back in the day when we still had to write things down either in a phone book or in a Rolodex. That's not happening anymore. We have our smartphones for that. So I made this card for the beginning of this series for this year, and so I'm on to my second card. But what I do to make them a little less flimsy is I glue two together. All right, so I'm going to do that real quick. For those of you that haven't been following me, last year I kind of started, I think towards the end of the year with this series. So this year I am going to try and go through the whole entire year, 52 weeks of doing my scrap Rolodex card a week, and hopefully it won't become too redundant. But many of my viewers have said that they really liked this series, so I hope that you will stick around for all 52 weeks. All right, so I'm cleaning up a mess here that I made. I'm a very messy artist. If you saw what my art room looks like right now, yeah, there's really not any free space but here. It's driving me crazy, but I'm in my creative juices have been flowing lately, so I'm trying to take advantage of that before I fizzle. So anyhow, this was one side. It looks like this, one side looks like that. This is from, I think one of them was a cleanup I did for something, and the other side was I was doing a Lifebook 2017 lesson, and this was sort of my clean off, my spraying area and my clean off area. So I really do like some of this, so I think I'm going to cut some of it out and use it on here. They kind of look like fireworks almost, not quite, but almost. Okay, so let me start with my background first. I think I ordered some old vintage stamps on a lady's Etsy shop, and she sent them to me in this really cool security envelope. I love the pattern on this, so I am going to glue some of these pieces down. And she also sent, when she mailed this, she had really cool postage stamps on this, so I went ahead and cut those off. So that's why it's all kind of cut apart too. So I'm going to get started and glue these on. And this time I'm going to just use a glue stick. Sometimes I use my matte medium, and other times I will use a glue stick. So it just depends on how messy you want to be, how much you want to take out for this project. It really doesn't matter as long as you create, right? Use those scraps up. All right, and I hope I'm inspiring you to go into your art room and create something using your scraps. It doesn't have to be an index card. It could be a composition book or an index card, or doesn't have to be a Rolodex. I meant not index, Rolodex card. All right, so I'm using leftover pieces of some jelly printed paper that I used in another project, and so I'm just using those pieces up so that they get used, right? It's all about the layers. I love to layer different types of papers. I think it just adds really a lot of interest to a piece. And so I'll just go in and use all kinds of leftover papers, whether it's graph papers, jelly printed papers, book text, anything that you use in your projects, in your daily projects. Keep those scraps. Don't throw them out. Don't waste things. Don't be wasteful. Don't add to that the garbage fill, the land wastes. We're a society of wasteful people. So don't waste things. Use up your scraps as much as you can. So I just like to keep layering until I think I have enough layers on, and then I stop, and then I think about what I want to place on this card. And we're in the month of January, so a lot of us might make New Year's resolutions. We might, we might think about getting back in shape, that kind of thing. Let's see, do I want to put it there? I think I wanted to go like this on this side, add a little splash of color. So, do you believe in making New Year's resolutions? Or do you just like to go by the seat of your pants, so to speak? I usually don't make New Year's resolutions because I generally don't go through with them all the time. I don't stick with them. So this year, Jerry Bellini of my Arts and Parts, and she's also one of the teachers for my year 2017, she had said to come up with your word of the year or quote of the, you could do a quote of the year, something that you could look at daily as encouragement or something like that. So I'm going to put on the front of this card, quote. Quote of the year. Because I want to do a quote instead. Since I don't really do New Year's resolutions per se, I'm going to do quote of the year on my scrap Rolodex card. All right. And I'm going to dry this off and I'll be right back. Okay. Can't really see this "the" very well, so I'm going to go back over it with a white pen. And then on the back, I'm going to find an inspirational quote for something that will keep me inspired throughout the year. So I'll be right back with my quote. Sorry about that. It shut off on me again. I hate when that happens. I'm sorry. I think my battery is getting low, so I have to plug it in. Sorry about that. So I went ahead, if it didn't record, I went ahead and did my quote on the back, and I got my quote off of brainyquote.com. And now I'm just coming in with some glitter puff paint, if they call it. It's more like glitter glue to me, but okay. And wiping some of that on. And then I'm going to take, that was a green one. Now I'm going to take some red and I'm just going to add some little dots of glitter puff paint to decorate my card. This is a simple way of decorating a card without having to add gems or bling per se. But you do have to let this dry a little while before you can lay it, put it in back in your Rolodex. So I suggest you put it in a safe place so that you don't smudge it or smear it. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed my Scrap Rolodex card a week number 2. We're on number 2, week 2 already. Wow, time is flying already. when you're having fun, right? So I hope you enjoyed this and that you'll come back. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I shall see you next time. Toodles! Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out Be a Grub's Facebook group called Face the Scraps, as well as your YouTube channel, and I'll post a link down at the bottom. Toodles! Bye! Have a wonderful day!